Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. You may follow me on the Attack the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. He loves you, right? Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Kawaii deck for Christmas. I got this from Hattie Thorn, hattiethorn.com. It just comes in a plain box. It is currently on the website. I think it's like $60, $65, something like that. Very cute. Cute little pictures. We're going to see what falls out. You can also check out her Etsy shop. I would just type in Hattie Thorn and look for shop, because you can change it from the drop down menu. She doesn't have any sale items or anything going on right now. Typically, I would assume you wouldn't anyway, because we're getting on to the holiday season. So, and she might, like I said, if you sign up for her newsletter, like she'll send you when she does new decks and things like that. Okay. These cards wanted to talk, man. And it was funny because I was thinking about using them the other day, and then I didn't. Look at this. We got 6 on the table. We got 1 in reverse too. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Last shuffle. I feel like I was out of the house all damn day. I'd done 5.5 miles walking, 2 trips. I ran to the candy store to get candy for Christmas, believe it or not. It'll be good through Christmas, through after Christmas, actually. I went to work because I had to get my flu shot. I was scheduled to get my free flu shot. I had to run to the store twice, one to get some grounding outlets, and then back to Ace Hardware to go get a door hanger for my Christmas wreath, because I put up some of my Christmas decorations, mostly lights. I think I'm gonna. I bought. If you guys remember, if you watch my videos on the regular, I was wearing the little reindeer hat that I got off TikTok. So I ordered 2 of them, and when I ordered both of them, each one of them, when they came with like a little Christmas bag, like a cute little felt Christmas bag. So I'm gonna put my dad's and my brother's Christmas gifts in there. But I still was thinking. Originally, I was thinking of wrapping their books in paper, like brown paper, like from like shopping bags. And then I got the cute little bags, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to put them in the bags. But now I'm thinking I want to wrap the books in the paper and put it in the bag. I know, I got problems. Okay, 1 more shuffle. We're doing 1 more shuffle. Just because I distracted you all with my nonsense. All right, we got 7 with bottom of the deck. These cards are so cute. This is not even part of the reading, but look at how cute this is. Again, they're like $60, $65. I know they're pricey, but she really has nice cards. Like, these are a nice, thick quality. It's not a matte finish. It's not like a plastic or anything like that, but they're so great. I love them. And I have 2 of these. I have 1 in my car. Or is it in my bedroom? It might be in my bedroom now. I don't know. I keep going through because I have all my decks in my car in my, my little cubby there in the middle between the 2 front seats. But I think I need to have less in there because, I mean, I don't really use them, but I figure I should have a tarot, an oracle, and maybe like an affirmation in there. I don't know. All right, we got Santa Claus. We got drum. We've got building blocks in the reverse. Somebody thinks their creativity is stunted. We got snowman. We've got wreath. We've got hot chocolate. We've got bottom of the deck cookie. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. I have other Christmas decks, by the way. I got to get them out. And I still want to order my Hattie Thorn sarsaparilla Christmas ones, too. All right. To me, this is just your energy, someone's energy, okay? Like, I don't think there's anything about like romance or anything like that in here. Take how it resonates for you. And I know I always say that, but I feel bad. Like if people get on here watching it thinking there's gonna be something about romance. I just don't think this is what this is, other than you loving yourself, which should be more than enough. I just stabbed myself in the chin. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Somebody likes to do things their own way. Like, oh, Dixie Chicks, taking the long way around. Taking the long way around. Taking the long way around. Trust me, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. And it's funny because I think I talked to you guys about this the other day. If you follow, if you subscribe, if you watch my videos on the regular, I'm a procrastinator. And I feel like it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. And it's when I don't procrastinate and I am on the ball, it's I feel like God is always like, "Hey, slow down. You're going too fast." And then when I slow down, God's like, "Hey, what are you doing sitting on your ass? Do something." Like I always feel like I don't have a happy medium, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's the deal. You, someone else, very abundant, very much in their season, okay? Again, kind of doing your own thing, going the way you go, however fast or slow you go, right? Again, possibly taking the long way around. That's fine. That's fine. And when I say taking the long way around, let me give you an example. And I'm going to give this example because when I went to give blood, the lady asked me this question and I was like, um, or not give blood, get my flu shot. That's funny because she said, "Oh, I'm going to give you blood. I'm going to take your blood." And then she's like, "No, I'm not. I'm going to give you a flu shot." That's hilarious. She asked me if I was pregnant. And I was like, "Well, I'm 45." And I'm like, "I don't think so." I said, "At this rate, pregnancy, there better be someone else in the picture because I ain't going to be able to handle that." Taking the long way around, here's just an example. And this is more of like an example for a feminine, but men, hello, you'll understand what I'm saying. This would be like somebody always wanting like a husband, a wife, kids, right? And then focusing on their career, starting their business, basically doing their own thing. And then, like 20 years later, meeting the love of their life, getting pregnant, and kind of like coming full circle. But at the same time, like it took me so long to get here. Like originally, my plan was to get married and have a family. There was no plan for starting my own business and having this fantastic career. Kind of went the long way around. Do you get what I'm saying? Or even like somebody wanting a family and kids but always getting into a relationship with somebody that didn't want that, And then like 20, 25 years later, finally meeting that person and having that first kid, when you're like 40, 45, that kind of thing. I'm going to talk about this because I kind of had like a message today and I kind of heard it twice. I heard it earlier in the day and I just finished my walk around the neighborhood and I heard it when I was walking in the neighborhood. And this goes with it. So I'm going to talk about it. I was going to do like a separate video. I don't need to do a separate video. I mean, it came out in the cards. Building blocks in the reverse, being creative, starting a new project. And I said somebody might feel stunted. The message that I got when I was walking, the message that I got earlier in the day, don't not do something because you're afraid of the outcome. Don't not do something because you think it's not going to bring you any money. Don't not do something because you don't think it's going to bring you happiness in the long run. Don't not do something because it's not going to make you famous. And what I mean by that is, and I was thinking about this when I was walking because I'm the prime example, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers, okay? If you're a fellow reader and you're watching, like, don't take offense to this. I'm going to say what I have to say. I love readers. Y'all know I love readers. I probably am following like 20, 25 readers right now. And I watch tarot and oracle from other readers every single day. Every single day I watch. Do I resonate with it all the time? Of course not. 90% of the time, it doesn't resonate to me. 90% of the time, I'm like, I don't think that's me because that doesn't make sense. That's okay. I still love to watch. I love other readers. I like the way they read. I like the way they receive messages. I like the way they give messages, okay? I love watching tarot and oracle. Part of the reason why I love doing what I do is because I love watching others. I'm going to say this, and I don't want to ruffle feathers, but this is my example, okay? And this is what came out in the message earlier when I was walking. I read tarot and oracle because I love it. Y'all know, if you follow, if you subscribe, if you've been watching me, I don't get paid to do this. If anybody ever wants a paid reading, they are more than welcome to email me. I've said that more than once. Everything is always in the description box. However, I've never done a paid reading. I've only ever done collectives, affirmations, posted, freebies, and I love it. I love it. I read almost every single day. If you have followed me, subscribed from the beginning, you know this. Every single day, almost every single day. It's not very often that I don't do at least affirmations or at least a tarot or at least an oracle every single day. 365 days a year? I probably work 360 of them. I love it. That's how much I love it. And I don't get paid to. I do it because I love it. Like, I embrace it. I live it. It's in me. I have a full-time job. I don't have to rely on this to make money. I can just love it for what it is. It's not only for me to reach others and hopefully offer some type of guidance, some type of wisdom, right? But it's also for me to heal myself, for me to get my story out there and heal from that. That's why I do it. I don't get paid to do it. I have a full-time job. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. And sometimes I think that that's for the best. Sometimes I wonder, like, if I started getting all these paid readings, if I wouldn't hate it, if I wouldn't resent it, if I wouldn't resent you. And again, I don't want to step on toes because I love readers, I love humans, I love people. And everybody's got to earn a dollar. But sometimes I think about readers having to rely on this for income, and I feel sorry for them because in my mind, I have this thought that if I were to have to do the same thing, like if I were to have to rely on this for income and I didn't have my full-time job where I make pretty damn good money, would I be able to do it? Again, would I still love it? Would I resent it? Would I not want to take part in it as much as I do? You know what I mean? Like, there are readers that take days off, weeks off, even. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't. Everybody deserves time off, everybody deserves a vacation. I just cannot imagine for myself being like, okay, like I do paid readings now every single day. I'm just not going to do a free collective for the next 2 weeks. I'm just not going to do affirmations, for the next 3 days. I just can't imagine being so engrossed in the money-making aspect of it that I lose the love for it, if that makes sense. And again, I'm not saying that to like ruffle any feathers of any readers or anything like that, because I have nothing but respect for people that do that for a living, okay? Nothing but respect. I have nothing but respect for every human that does any job out there. Waitresses, mailman, corporate leader, I mean, you name it. Like, everybody deserves respect when they put in the effort and they work every day. That's just my opinion. Whatever you do, right? I just don't know what it would be like for me if this was my income. If this is literally what I lived and breathed 24/7, and my mortgage payment relied on how much money I make from you all doing paid readings. Not knowing how much income I'm going to make every week, every month, every year. Like, I probably would go insane. I'd probably be like, oh my God, like I didn't make enough money this week. And then the next week you make a lot of money, right? And then the next month it's slow. And then the other month it picks up. And I mean, people fluctuate. And we're talking about a very, I don't want to say chaotic, but I don't know how would I say that? I don't want to say unstable either. But you're basically relying on the whim of others to pay for readings. And don't get me wrong, like I'm sure there are tons of people out there that just constantly, oh, I got 50 extra bucks this week, I'm getting a reading. I know there's people like that out there. I've seen those people out there like that, okay? But I also know there's people like me. I've paid for 2 readings, 3 readings, 1 full one like 3-card pool, and I think 1 love reading. I mean, what is that, like $200 maybe, somewhere around there? I just watch free readings, like if something catches my eye, I watch it, I don't need, I personally don't really need to pay for a reading. Like, I can do my own reading. I can, and I don't necessarily, me personally, I don't want to necessarily know everything that's going to happen to me. So I deliberately don't do paid readings like crazy, But the message is just, don't be scared to try something new just for the heck of it, just for the love of it. I would never encourage anybody to like, oh, you want to be a painter? Oh, fabulous. Go quit your job and become a painter. No, I mean, if you want to be a painter, great, be a painter, but maybe paint and see how it goes before you quit your job and rely on painting for income. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like if I wanted to get into piano and learn the piano, And I love it, and it's great, and I'm loving it, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to quit my job and become a pianist. Think about it first. Think about it first. And I'm never discouraging anyone to follow their dream. I'm just saying, like, make sure before you take that leap that you love what you're doing. Make sure that you're prepared mentally, emotionally, physically to support that dream, to support that change, to support that love. Anyway, that was part of the message. And it came out in the cards. So somebody needed to hear that. Because I would never tell you not to follow your dream, you know. If you want to be a writer, go be a writer. But at least write a book, publish it, see what happens before you quit your day job. You know what I mean? Unless you have inheritance you can live off of or something like that. Like, don't quit your 9 to 5 before you figure out. And don't be afraid to love so this is the thing. Don't be afraid to love what you do, even if it doesn't bring you money. Like if you have a full-time job and you decide, well, I want to crochet blankets and sell them on Etsy. And let's say you crochet 10 blankets and you start an Etsy account and you throw them up there. And let's say it's a year later and you've sold none. But you love doing it. Then keep crocheting. Keep making yourself stuff, your family, your friends, donating stuff. Make blankets and donate them to hospitals, to kids, to vets, you know? If you already have a job, but you love this side gig and you can't make any money off of it, it's just not happening for you, do something else with it. Give, right? Okay. Enough with that. Decorating your space, upgrading your home. Are we moving? Are we doing new furniture? I just said that I think I just told you guys I was running around and getting my decorations ready for Christmas. I just got to put some more fairy lights up, figure out where I'm going to put them, and then I have some little trees that I bought last year that light up, but I don't usually light them up. But I want to put them on my china hutch, so I got to make room for them there. But other than that, like I'm not decorating like crazy this year. I mean, I didn't really decorate like crazy last year, but and if you have, I'm just gonna say this: if you have outside decorations and you live in a colder climate, do your decorations now. If you can do it and get away with it being up early, do it. Because why would you want to get up in December and climb a ladder and put up lights if you could do it right now? My neighbor was talking about how her kids were doing it Monday and yesterday, decorating the outside of the house and stuff. Yeah, with the snowman, it says innocence, childlike wonder. Do what you love because you love doing it. Don't do what you love because you think it's going to bring you abundance, fame, money, right? And don't get me wrong, when I first started reading tarot and oracle, I thought eventually it might turn into at least a side business. And that hasn't happened. It's almost going on 2 years now. It'll be 2 years at the end of January next year. I'm okay with that. Like I'm at my full-time job. I do that. I have 3 days off a week. I usually volunteer for OT on the one day. I still come home every day and I do this. I still get to do what I love, you know? And this past year, my focus has kind of changed from doing this to writing. Now, again, I still do this every day. Almost every day I do this. But my main focus of like where I could possibly see abundance and actually money come in is from my writing. Will it ever happen? I don't know. I got to scrape together the money to publish my book, but it's something that I've been working on. I'm going to continue to work on. And I love writing too. You know what I mean? Like, and the same thing. If I write a book and I self-publish it and I only ever sell one copy and that's to my aunt, then that's how that plays out. I'm still going to love what I'm doing. What I do as a hobby, what I do in my free time, I'm still going to love it. That's not going to change. So, like I said, I would just make sure you love what you want to do, whether you make money or not, whether you become famous or not, you know. Kind of another example is my TikTok. You know, my TikTok went viral last year, and I've had a few hits and misses, right? Where it's gone viral again, you know. I don't have a crazy amount of followers, not at all, but I have a good amount of likes, a good amount of views. Um, Honestly, like I never even really thought I would get that far. Am I happy for how it's progressed? Yeah. Yeah. I don't make money from that either. I don't get an I don't I don't have enough followers, I don't get enough views, you know? But I still get a ton of views, you know what I'm saying? I do it because I like doing it. I do it because when I find a meme or something political and I like it and it makes me laugh, I post it there. Hopefully somebody else finds it funny. Hopefully somebody else finds it informative. I do it for the love of the game. Don't forget to take care of yourself during this time. Don't forget to relax and rejuvenate because you don't want to be putting out energy and not, building yourself back up. And the cookie card, it just goes along with the building blocks, the snowman, like the drum. Like somebody's gonna find their own way, figure out their situation, and they're gonna make it work for themselves. And it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to. Everything, y'all know, I've talked about it before. There are no coincidences, only fate. There are no chances, only destiny. Everything is preordained. I think we definitely have the willpower to make our own decisions, and you can technically change the course of your history, right? But who's to say, like let's say I finish my book and I go to self-publish it, but a publisher offers me, like, 200 grand for me to sign a contract and sell them my book and do like 5 more books. Let's say I don't take that offer. That's not to say another offer won't come 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years from then, right? Like maybe you're supposed to miss out on that first one to wait for the better one. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're supposed to miss out on this one and miss out on this one. Maybe you're supposed to self-publish your book and let it fly. What happens happens. Pardon me. Okay, I don't know if that's our lawn, guys, or if that's the neighbor across the. I don't see anybody. All right. Enough of that. I think I'm going to leave it there for you. I'm going to let you take what you feel from it, what you think about it, okay? Everybody has their own mind, everybody has their own interpretation. I hope it resonated for someone. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.